Good morning. This is Fabian in the Legislature, and today is March 21st, 2021, and I'm here in Saipan. Good morning to everyone here in Saipan, to Nian and Rhoda here in the Cnmi, as well as those of our people and families in the mainland. Good morning, and to some of you guys in the mainland, good afternoon. And this morning, like as usual, I like to share my thoughts, regarding issues here in the Cnmi. And, just a concern, as a concerned citizen myself, and sharing the same sentiment to a lot of you guys out there. But just before I do that, again, just the usual stuff I like to share with you, the views, and yeah, just a little bit. The sun is kind of coming up, and I think it's kind of getting late to start my sharing my thoughts. But let me just try, But first, let's see what we have here as far as the weather here in Saipan. Is just very nice. The weather is very nice, but the ocean, again, unlike yesterday, it's kind of a little bit, I don't know if it's called it rough, but it's not as, the water is not as smooth. Yeah, so it's kind of a little bit, having a rough. I can feel also the wind. The wind is blowing. There's the tangan-tangan that you all miss in the mainland, not for us here in Saipan. We cut him down. No, so here we go. Still the same old new community. Nothing much changes. Well, for some of you guys that have been living in the mainland for 20 years, 25, 30, and so forth, yeah, the buildings are pretty much expanded. There's a lot of them. Yeah, so there you go. As we're going north, there's the Manyagaha. There's our first class IPI that now it's a ghost town. Sad, very sad. And there's the famous Mount Tapochao. There's the Mount Tapochao. Everybody miss it. Enjoy. Neng Loy Azuzu is watching. Chris Azuzu, thank you for tuning in. And Sunny Espiritu from Hawaii, I think. Go for broke, brother. Sunny. So there you go. There's the island, and the sun is just coming up. So, oh my goodness, pretty soon I'm gonna have to start making my speech, or at least sharing my thoughts. But there you go. There's Manyagaha in the distance. Probably it's closed down because the tourist is pretty much. I'm zooming in, so that's why it's shaking a little bit. So there you go. Yeah, so I'm on the top of this hill in Nafenya, overlooking the panoramic view of our island, Saipan. Yeah, so yeah, there's the the banana. But yeah, this morning I was walking around my on the top of this land. I already place the my goat. Oh, of course, he has to just pee. Place them out here on the lawn, in the field. There's the other one, and they've been digging my what do you call that, new yard. They're very good for that. They just go around. But anyway, look at what I found on their digging of this on this ground. So look at this over here. If you guys like, what the hell is that, Mr. Nelesio? These are pretty much artifacts, except with one. This one is like part of the ancient Chamorro pottery. Piece of the pottery found on the ground. See that? See how the This is I guess the top of the pottery, you know. See, you can see the curve. I don't know if you can or not. Oh, you're listening to me too? You wanna know about the ancient Chamorro pottery stuff? So yeah, this is the thing, right? So this is the top, you know, of the rim, or brim, whatever you call it, the top, of the pottery. Ancient Chamorro pottery, stuff. It's just laying around thousands and thousands of these pieces around the island. Yeah, so this as it goes down, this is the top piece. And then of course, this one too is just piece of the pottery that is all over the island. You can find them. And then this one here is a shell. And you say, Mr. Ndaleshu, so what is that shell, Yeah, you can say that, but these shells are very new, being so used with the Chamorro long time ago. Yeah, but how do I know it's an artifact? If you're just gonna see this, look at this side over here. This how do I do this? Okay, let me put it down. Put this over here, and look at these shells. I've always look at these shells and observe that in many areas. You see, can you see this over here? The ancient Chamorro knocked this off for a reason. Yeah, this one over here. All of this. They just remove this. If it's a complete shell and it's gonna end, it's gonna be very sharp. But I've noticed that our ancient Chamorro did knock off the edges, and we can probably ask Kirugwa, very knowledgeable in the artifacts, that in most cases this kind of shell is very strong. They've used it in a variety of ways, but this one over here, our ancient Chamorro broke this. It's not a natural breakage. Yeah, so they're probably making it and gonna do something with it. Hey, get out of there! Move. So yeah, probably this is an incomplete project to move. Get out of here! He's trying to study probably this. Okay, so go move. So anyway, Tintin, go. This is not your class. You're in the wrong class. Go to get grass instead of this class. So this one over here too. This is a kind of I'm not really sure. I'm gonna probably move because you're making everybody laugh. So anyway, there's another one. Okay, so this kind of shells. Our ancestors they use them. I don't think they use them right now for whatever it is that in the past sometimes they take this and they grind it off and they make it sharp, whatever they're doing with it. It's still new. I'm still in question as to. I find these kind of shells they're already extinction. These are very it's an extinction, and correct me if I'm wrong, but yes, I've collected this kind in form of an actual artifact. This one seems to be like untouched. Yeah, they didn't touch it. It's just probably they took the insect, eat it, and throw it away. This is an old ancient shells that probably one way or another our ancestors have. Just like the umang, like the umang. Go collect umang, eat it, and then throw it away the shells. So that's what I have this morning as far as our ancient Chamorro then may have one way or another have being a part of these things down here. So that's pretty much it, and I'll just leave this on the side. I don't know what is that. Yeah, there's another piece of pottery. Yeah, ancient pottery. Yeah, they're all over. They're pretty much just I like to sometimes just have fun. But tomorrow I'm gonna yeah, the sun is coming up, and I'm probably, I don't know if I'm just gonna cut it off or what. I know some of you guys like what you're thinking this morning, Mr. Ndaleshu, but tomorrow what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a selected of my own collection of artifacts, and we'll have fun, just kind of looking at it, and oh my goodness, this goat is like running, but and I'm gonna share with you some of my collection tomorrow. Maybe what I'll do is bring a table, just to the edge, and just do a display, and then we'll go from there. Enjoy it for some of you guys, like yeah, or whatever. And some of you guys like, yay, whatever, Mr. Nalese, thank you for, if you're gonna be doing that. But just bonding with the past, with all those new artifacts that I've collected, for almost 30 years since I returned back from the mainland, during my stay in the mainland in Utah. But today is mainly to share about my concern, and a lot of people's concern, that we've been discussing about the Article 12. Okay, there are people messaging me from almost even in Europe, living there, some in Italy, and in the mainland, mainly, to most, they're still concerned, and also the concern of, this 22-33 that is authored by Mr. Darno Manglonia from Rhoda, Democrat leader, elected leaders. And those are very concerning bill, because it did pass the House just as I predicted, the way it would be voted by Republican and Democrat. And thank God, with the power of the Speaker of Edmund Villagomez, that just decided, he's worth 2 votes. So the last vote to ensure that the passage of that new bill is in its favor is and our good Speaker Edmund Villagomez decided that in the best interest of the community, that bill shall pass. No, not in the best interest of the governor. So, I say all those as much as I hate to say it, but I have to identify it. Shame on you guys, Republican minority leaders, that you guys have been in the majority and you still stay the same trend of way of voting, that the people vote for you, and then you go in there and then decided to just in the best interest of the governor. But in the meantime, if you really if everybody have just a way of thinking how this Republican, whether you've been majority in the past or minority, that these people here on the island, whenever they vote, these particular people, be looking beyond what are you voting, because these people, they go in there and says, I will represent you guys. But when you kind of study the trend of these people, they go in there and they become very cocky, like it's my way or the highway, and it's for the I'm supporting the governor, and it just happened that they, just like I predicted before the day before that the session to vote for that bill, it's just plain straightforward that they will vote opposing that bill, because it has to be the governor shall be the sole no discretion to spend $500 million from the United States, and all of them are really defending that it's the right of the governor. And is it just happened that it's all the minority Republican that are having the similar opposition, like a royal flush effect, that not even none of them out of the 9 would even consider the thought that, regardless of the fact that the governor has the rights, maybe I don't know, I'm not a lawyer, but there's some reason why the Democrat and Republican having the same or different interpretation of the rights of this governor versus the fact that this legislature, minority leaders, Republicans should be questioning of their decision at this critical time to say, and if I was the Republican, what do you call that, elected leader, I would think like, okay, is it really the right of the governor or what? I'm gonna be probably like thinking like that, no? Like, okay, so, but I don't trust the governor, but so the bottom line would be in more likely that I'm gonna predict this is okay. I shall oppose this. Yeah, I shall oppose this against all the fact that I know that the people I represent are just so disgruntled and just not trusting this governor, and I shall either defend and decide in the best interest of the people. And I will continue to kind of go with the flow of this thought. You see where I'm getting at in this? I'm going to be putting myself in those shoes because none of them does anyway, but I just pretend, that I'm going to be thinking for the people, and this government is, by the people, and it belongs to the people, so $500 million. So I'm gonna be for the governor, regardless of it is right. But I'm a Republican, and I also want to decide because this is a peer pressure, no? It's a peer pressure thing that no, you're a Republican, you better decide with us. You have no you're not authorized to make your own decision. We're a gang. That's how they operate. We're a gang. So let's meet. Okay. Say yes. No. I'm a mistake. Say no. All right. You know. And you don't know. And you shut up. Just say yes. I'm opposing it. So these people are just influencing each other, and so it does happen with the Democrat, and sometimes also even in the Democrat, I tend to be concerned as to their flow, but in this case, it's just a royal flush that the Republican has to somehow, in no way, will not take in consideration of the credibility and even them. I told them in the session that some of you guys just know for no playing field that you know that this governor is just the whole entire island just kind of like are suffering and just don't trust this governor already from all the doing that is even to the biggest incident was that last year about the Pagan trip that he mastermind. So all these Republican minority leaders now they know that so I think when you really think about it, if I was them, so my bottom line is that, damn, if I'm gonna get this $500 million to the governor, you know where my punchline is, no? And this leader shall be so ashamed of themselves, like, okay, I'm gonna let it out. What is it for me? I don't care if it's just the crumbs. I don't care if it's just the crumbs. Please. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Sometimes you just have to have some humor into the reality of these people that think, if everybody is dumb, then I'm not. But I'm just sharing my thoughts. I'm just sharing my thoughts to enlighten some of you guys that are just so fighting for this, supporting the Republican party that has been been in leadership for a long time to even block the fact that no impeachment, please, because this is the guy that is answering of what is it. Oh, actually, let's get it straight for my needs. So my needs, the hell with the people who put me in office, because if this governor answer my needs, probably I will be set for life. I don't care if the people vote for me. I'm solid. So, oh my God. I don't know. Sometimes my own thoughts is making me laugh, not because of. Yeah. So if you're listening and you know you're beginning to jive with what I'm saying, wake up, wake up fast, because the train is running fast with these people that's been in God knows since I came in 1992. Now I just woke up. So, that's a fake laugh. So anyway, yeah, so with these leaders, you all been voting, and I might have voted for them in the past when I haven't really seen the decision they make. It's also that is this is gonna be I don't know. Sometimes I just have to cut it off, but I have a lot of things to share with you guys, especially during the homestead issue that is over 2,000 right now. They're saying 2,100. It just keeps fluctuating, up and down, like as if maybe it's 3,000, but they say, oh, let's make it sound like it's a little bit lower than that. So I like to probably do an open government account as to the real numbers who apply, and maybe even that legislature they never apply. But yeah, these are the things I really think about the government, people, and I hope you're doing the same thing. And there are a few of you guys out there that are pretty much exchanging new thoughts with me, comments and so forth. And so, I haven't really touched the Article 12 yet, and even with that, why so? That such a proposed Article 12 by this Republican Party again. There's a lot of new, interconnection of the Chinese connection. And then these people are getting involved. Even that makes me laugh, like, the spontaneity, the spontaneous, so some of you guys, like, I want to read, like, Mr. Lacey, that's not funny. Yeah, that, where was I at? So anyway, also I'm looking into, where do I start, because there's so much. So anyway, let me go back a little bit back into the House session the other day, as to me doing a testifying, that I was already up there. As you can see, that as I have proof that the minority will vote opposing the House Bill 22-33 to give them power, and so the majority, I mean the minority, are all Republican. They don't want the power. Because if they have the power to have the authority to be involved in this $500 million, they have nothing to gain. Only back. And so, in order for them to secure what is it for them that I've said earlier, it has to be connected with the governor. Hombre, like they win the election, you lost the connection. That's a good one. I love it, D. I love it, D. That's a good one too. So I like to read it again. Okay, D said, "Hombre, like they win the election, you lost the connection." I like that. Thank you for sharing, my sister. Oh my goodness. So it's a very, very, if you're blind, I'm not, because I'm really watching this. And, back to the session. I went up there, and I just have to go up there for the record, to make sure that these people, more like the Republican candidate. I hate to say it, no, because there's a lot of people out there too that are very strong supporters of these guys, and they have faith, and they have a different perspective as to how these people are representing them. But I am sharing, also my perspective, and I hope that, as you see, how I predict and how I it's just happening, and it's just the way it is, no. And so you make your own comment, and you can make a comment here because it's an open forum, no. But I went out there and I did testify, and as I've always pointed, I've shared with our good Congressman Lipon that, Congressman, I don't like to testify because most of the congressman leaders like you already pre-decide, like you already decided in advance, like regardless of even God come down and testify to oppose these bills, like no God, oh my God, oh my God, not you. We're just gonna oppose this because there are 9 of us, no devils, and you're only God. Oh, God is only one. I'm just joking. So that's how these guys are so thick-headed. That is just basically give it to the governor, because that's where we're better off. What is it for us? Good morning. The humor. My eyes is bad. So morning humor. Nay brother, happy blessed Sunday. Yeah, Alejandro. Good morning, brother. Thank you for tuning in. But yeah, I've always not not even in support. I'm just don't like to go up there and what do you call it, testify. What for? It's a waste of time. If these people, regardless of what we say, it's already pre-decided. No, they've already made up their mind, and those going up there to testify in the house is just a formality, just for the record. It's part of the agenda to go down, and I see it. It's very sad though that there's people's attitude all around, like I don't want to go up there because I'm gonna get fired to go against any kind of bills that supposedly to be in their favor, for the governor and for the government, or like they have the same attitude. Like no matter what I say, they're gonna already made up their mind. If I'm gonna go up there and be against the bill, or no, I just don't care. I give up on this government. Or no, I'm just gonna go fishing or farming, and what is happening? It's just sad when you go up there before the Senate, and you're the only one who testify against issues that these people just loving it when there's empty in the lobby, like oh, praise the Lord, thank God there's nobody here, like in the issue to attack us again on our this bill, to somehow go to the scheme of what is it for us. So I don't blame you guys. I'm not gonna stand here and encourage you guys to go up there knowing that again they're already pre-decide. They're already pre-decide, and I don't sense the fact that if you go up there and you're just gonna cry, and you're gonna scream, or you're gonna get mad, that they will change their mind. I doubt that. Unless we all go up there, assembly outside, and rally, and peacefully and hey, no, no is no, but I don't see that happening. Most of us are very passive, passive aggressive, just like the governor. But passive like nah, I'm okay, I'm fine. But then they go to the chesa no table and says, God damn it. Adiguizi na no, bota gina pago po fagagagait. Stop cook no six pack. Yeah. So let's see. All right, Brittany, boy has watching, and so forth. So yeah. Oh, so I'm laughing too much. Sometimes I distracted my own self. So the reason why I went up there, name is the lesson no, look, if you don't catch my style, no, I'm more likely no, just to confront them. That this is as much as I'm thinking the way you guys make decision up here for the best interest of yourself and the governor. Yeah. I know. And you better know that, people knows that now as I'm, what do you call that, sharing this kind of ways that for some people that may not have known, and should be, what do you call that, be mindful the next time they're voting for you, because there's a lot of issue, and I haven't even touched the homestead, the strategy that I'm doing, and I'm sharing with you guys how I'm sharing the fact that for almost the 30 years I've been here, and even it goes as far back as to all these Republican leaders that have failed to make all those new homestead applicant NMDs and so forth a priority as we move on into our new status of being a part of the United States, and that it's only 45 years ago. Imagine that. It's just we're just in a virgin state of how are we doing so far. 45 years, and I've been here almost 30 years, and so with that new thinking that just 45 years, it seems long, but it's not. And yet we failed to provide the priorities of NMD, land. And some of them have died, some of them have moved on to the mainland, some of them are still around here, some of them have great grandkids, grandkids and so forth. And it's just not making any sense. And some of them just give up, and some of them still praying for it. Some of them are still complaining about it. But it's just no way that in the past 45 years, or let's just bring it up to the 35 years, that big Republican has always been the control of the House and the Senate and so forth up to the governorship. So why am I saying that? Because you haven't got your homestead yet, and you're still voting for them. So my punchline on this is that these people have made it a priority that they gonna give out no land. There's I think right now I'm kind of looking at the 12th issue of the Republican Party just giving away land to organization or something like that. Like the soccer field. I'm just touching too. That they claim it as some form of a public domain. Let's look at what is public domain, because they use that very loosely in order for them to just give out land, and that should have been an homestead. Should have been an homestead. So where's the priority? Shut up in the list. It's for everybody, but yeah, before you give the entire island no sports facilities, no place, and another ethnicity of a non-NMD, no land to do their culture and so forth. And like I said, I'm just looking at two, that even those two justify the way they think as to I'm looking at what is it for them, and I'm gonna continue to look into that. So me looking into what decision they've made in the past to prove that no such decision are just is not in the best interest of the NMDs as far as no their land, the public land that these are DPL and the legislature, the government are the custody, only the custody, and they're just giving it away. And I've got piece of paper that I would like to share with you how no the legislature, what do you call that? Enjoy them upon sign, and with our new in the legislature palacios as a senator have signed a paper saying that no such a piece of land for the Abay, Palau Abay, is a public domain, and they all agree. I don't know if there's a public no no public what hearing, public hearing on this issue to get the sentiment of those people that are waiting for homestead. So I'm kind of trying to tie those things together. Is for the government, and in some cases, most of this bad decision they've made, maybe good decision in some instance. It depends on your perspective as to what is priority. If you are homeless, landless, if you are landless and your perspective is to say no, never mind if the relation, just give it to the Palau Abay, give it to the people, like the soccer field, that everybody. Then you lost me on that. But yeah, this is I'm not trying to say that all the things that off land can maybe even more space to even accommodate the 2,000 what do you call that applicant for the homestead that are still waiting for years and years. Maybe the solution to this problem that people have been landless, they've been renting, they've been staying with mom and dad, they've been staying with even grandpa, or they may be staying with uncles and aunties because they just they've grown up, become adult, have their own family from those that have been the recipient of homestead back in the mid-80s. So that's what I think I'm thinking. How to ensure that by proving or at least bringing it on the open as to in the past 30 years how these people have made their priority to allow legislation and the scheme of giving it to DCCA to give land to other activities that they say public domain, as to everybody has to be across the island to be benefiting, and to some of this issue of land that is given to certain club like the Palau Abay, is I don't see that the NMD has I hate to say benefiting to that area. So when you're doing that and you're not mindful that let's secure NMD lands for the homesteaders that are applying, because that's their land. That's from the DPO is in custody to make the fiduciary duty to ensure that those public land is either being leased out in the millions and put it in the NMD trust fund, and still even that is questionable as to so far how are we being beneficial to it. Cindy Brown, hi sister, my sister. Oh, si Cindy, the Cindy and Ray, the famous Cindy, my sister. Many of you guys do not know, or just new generation. Yeah, Cindy and Ray have been a very popular local singer here in the 70s and early 80s. Very beautiful, everybody remember Cindy and Ray hits. So thank you for tuning in, my sister. Po Chiara, good morning. So anyway, back to the like I said, I've been tying it into it's all about decision, and why so that such decision by the Republican leaders back all the way back as far as the 35 years ago have been making decision as to the priority of giving out piece of NMD land to people that are not gonna be leasing it out, or just looking at the fact that it may not be in the best interest of the NMD. Because if it's not 100% or at least half, and I'm looking at the balance, if it's not at least half of it, then I think we're making a wrong decision to say that the indigenous or NMDs is of less priority, and the soccer field is of priority, because it's gonna be all public domain. It's like you just throw it out in the Parana field of who's gonna be of the main beneficiary on those when you're. So for me, I think homestead is the priority, and once we give out all the homestead, I think we're good, and everything else should probably the second priority should be reconsidered, as to okay, now we can talk. Now we can talk. But okay, so let me get to the point of this. I'm out here trying to address this homestead, and the way I thought that as we confront the leaders of the past and the present as to how they made this decision, and hopefully they will start addressing it. Like there was a discussion the other day with the team of the Department of Public Land on the radio station, and they're just so look very excited, like they're doing us what do you call that, a favor as to the information they're providing out, more than just a depressing information. Like we're working on it, and we're still having problem with infrastructure, no budget or money, and we're working on it, and it's been already 35 years, and it's a new leaders, and we're still working on it, and we're gonna see, and I predict again that it will be like the next 10 years. What is this, some kind of political election strategy that is gonna happen next year again? Okay. So walk the talk, or whatever you call it, and make it happen. The next time you're gonna come out on the radio, just say okay, this date and that date, we are gonna open for raffle, and everything is ready to go. But right now it's almost like the only 300 that you guys found a space for 150 out of you're saying 2,100, and then you guys cut that space in half, like 1,000 square meter per person, then you cut it down to 500, because you're gonna make it 300, and still not you're just restricting yourself on one location in Asgono, and yet you're not expanding your thoughts, as the governor says. Oh yeah, the inventory is there's a lot of land out there for everybody, but it's just infrastructure again. No nonsense excuses. It's not like we just become US yesterday, and now it's an infrastructure problem. So I don't buy it as much as all the land that you guys have provided out to the people have no infrastructure problem. Yeah. So that's just basically I'm gonna cut it off, and if I think of other things, so I touched the Article 12, I touched the my 22-33, and the issuance of public domain scheme, like shut up in the list, it's a public domain issue, and then when you really read between the line, like quit the nonsense. Give the people their land. That's the problem, is that you guys are not making the homestead issue priority. Many excuses, and then while you're making excuses, you're giving away 12 public domain that I think likely is true, because I called the secretary of DCCA, and I talked to Joe, and then I told him that I'm gonna do an open government act, and I got a paper ready to look at these two areas, and he says, okay, let's just start with those two. We'll start with those two, and he shared with me that he was also a part of a bill that no support another no thing, and I will talk about that. Thank you for sharing that with me, honesty, secretary, and we'll do step by step. And just because that's a lot of work to really look assess just to prove, and it's a lot of responsibility. But my main problem, but just to show the people that yes, I know you're not very hopeful. You're not very hopeful, but I'm very hopeful for you guys. Like I always said, I have enough land that I could just sit on top of the view, another area, and just relax. No, and but it's just not. It's just bothering me to think that such a scheme and such a trend of thoughts of these leaders for many years have really disadvantaged the people. No, so I share my thoughts and my views, and the way you have to really look beyond, not just he looked very honest. He looked very honest, so I support. He looked very good. He looked very nice. He bought a case of beer. He came house to house, and he promised me. No, he's just a very nice guy. Very nice guy. So you guys don't. We don't really look beyond that nice guy. That is almost like a facial clown on the surface of what the truth is. No, so that's why I'm trying to draw, or at least bring out the just kind of like the way of their thinking, and the thinking applicable into the real world of making decisions. So sometimes, like I said, the minute they make decision and you see it on the table as to the effect of that, that's what you can see. And then because of that pattern, you can tell that it's just gonna repeat again. History usually repeats itself. No, so that's the why the military always study the history, and that's from there. That's gonna it's very predictable. No. So you do your strategy in that way. Anyway, I'm gonna close for now, because like I said, it's gonna be endless, and some of you guys will say, oh, I'm still lazy after 15 minutes. I just go and drink coffee or watch something else. It's okay. It's not important. No, if it's not important to you, then should it be important to me that it's affecting you? So. Yeah, but my conscience says, oh, Jesus Christ. Maybe I'll just take a chew pill, or that kind of pill like the IDGF, no? SIDGS. Okay, so what does that mean? Can you write it down there? IDGF. S, no? IDGF. Maybe I should be saying that, because I think I can afford to just IDGS. I don't want to say the word, or I'm gonna be blocked again. I won't be able to share my thoughts with you guys. Maybe I'll just use somebody else's account while I'm live. But yeah. But anyway, no people out there that are affected by this homestead issue. It's just a homestead issue. It's not about government and your job or your family's job or you as a vendor. If you're affected by the homestead concern, share this concern, because I'm I like to also be. So from time to time, yeah, my conscience says go for it, you're doing the right thing. But at the same time, sometimes I feel like because many people doesn't show comments of concern, looking at the numbers. And remember, when I'm doing this, the government also is looking at it and says, oh, it's only there's only 2 comments. there's only no 5 viewers. Like well, if that's all it is, that in the legislature people are watching in the legislature, then me too, I don't give a S. And that's gonna be their attitude, and it's gonna continue on just like how they've been deciding up there. No, it's a new technology, and they also use that to study the trend of how we are all communicating, how we are receiving this, and the more people view it, the more people look at it and share the same sentiment and are making comment like we're with you, Mr. Ndalesi, we're with you, we understand, and wow, I never really thought about that way of looking at these people that have been voting. We got next year, 2022 again, probably by April, somebody's gonna start says, I'm running, I'm running again, and it's time to deceive people again to this way of they're gonna vote for me because at the last minute, just like all of us saying no. Oh, nangga sa stuck election day talo ni there's just Miss D. After the election, there's no connection, or then they're doing or before the election we're gonna be in connection. So anyway, please make comments, like I always ask, make comments of your concern. It's not very threatening to share your concern about your homestead or your son and daughter's homestead, or your niece and nephew's homestead. That voice it out for them, because they may just be still young, and voice it out in here, because I know that we have a lot of viewers, we have a lot of people that are following the thoughts I'm sharing, and I'm not out here for attention or popularity, but just my conscience to just share with you about my views as to the differences of how parties have make decision in our government, and how is it benefiting us, or how is it making us suffer. So with that, let me just cut it off right now, and good luck. Thank you very much. Adios. And it's 7:30 right now. I'll come back again maybe sometimes later on. Depends on the day brings. Adios. Take care. I love you guys.